You know what? I'm sure it's good. However, it is. I'm just gonna pin this shit here. So, yep. So I don't have to hold it or whatever, even though I like holding it. But I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling right now. Mainly the fact that I did not end up going for like an event today, and I feel really horrible about that. Because I met my friend in the morning. My morning was, having a good start. I went for Pilates. I woke up early. I just wake up at 7:30 every day. Like my body is tuned now, and I love that. And I had such a good morning, and I connected with this other friend, and I really liked meeting her. And she was really helping me out because she's actually doing really well in life, and we're doing the same thing. And one part of me just feels like, why are you being so nice to me? Why are you helping me out, right? And that makes me feel like, have other girls not helped me in the past in terms of like my career? Oh my god, this shit is shaky. Is that why I'm feeling it? And is that why I feel hesitant to help other girls? And is that where my lack mentality is coming from? And it's like I'm meeting all these girls who are younger than me, but they're teaching me so much about life. And in some ways, they're so much older. And I just feel like there's so much to learn from them. And I don't know if they feel the same about me, but the truth is that I am just a very self reflective person in general. So maybe I am just always looking out to like learn and shit. And that's probably what it is. And I feel like she's literally doing what I've always spoken about and dreamt of. And it's crazy that I don't know. Do I feel bad? I feel good to see her do it, but I also feel like, why am I not pushing myself enough? Like today, I should have gone for an event. I was just feeling a little sick in my body. I'm PMSing, and I want to go because the brand has finally called me. It's my first time where they're calling me. I'm so grateful for it. Then show up, right? But it showed me 2 hours to reach that venue. The event would have almost ended by then. So I just don't know if it would have been worth it to go all the way. And also, yeah, I'm just I want to do it, but I'm not being able to step out of my comfort zone and actually do it. And maybe it's not that deep. Like maybe it's just one of those days because it is going to be one of those days because I am on my period. But this whole week has kind of felt like I'm in a slump. um, I am getting a few good ideas out of it, like doing this, for example. Like, I'm actually really enjoying the setup, the vibes. I just hope the audio is crisp and then it's absolutely perfect. But I thought today would have be a really good start because I haven't been feeling like complaining and being a victim. And a lot of the exercises, week one, artist way, is about going back and reminiscing and actually thinking it through. But because I haven't been feeling like I want to talk about it, today's a good day because I kind of feel sucky again from inside. So I think it's a good place to start. So let's see what the first exercise is. Okay, so the morning pages I have been doing every day. That's actually something that what got me into journaling, and I started doing it like 1.5 year ago. Yeah, it's gonna be almost 2 years soon, like in a few months. So I'm very proud of that for myself. And the artist date, I kind of did it too early. I did it like the week before, and I didn't end up finishing recording this. So I saw Anora, the Oscar-winning film, and I really liked it because it's weird, but I've always thought about like playing like a stripper character. Is that weird to say? Just because they're just like so hot and like sexy to like look at. So I feel like I've always wanted to be looked at like in that aspect, but I also don't like to be objectified. So maybe that's just me growing up and like realizing and separating how things are. But also the way it's shot, it's just such a fun movie to watch, like dealing in such serious topics, but also so unserious. Like these people are powerful, they can fuck her up, but everything is just humorous also, except the end is just like you're like, yeah. And even like the Severance finale that I saw today just left me feeling a little anxious. And I haven't felt anxious in so long. So I think I'm just going to blame the Blue Tokai coffee for it because what are you doing with that? Like, I don't know. Okay. List three old enemies of your creative self worth. Please be as specific. Your historic monsters are the building blocks of your core negative beliefs. It's weird that the first person that pops into my head is somebody that I used to work for and someone that I really admire even to this date. I don't feel like blaming or being a victim, but just certain things that people say, I feel like I become really sensitive to their opinion. And um, chasing like external validation, or especially wanting reassurance from someone who's like a boss figure, can hurt. I obviously won't name him, but um, like it's weird to even say these things because of like the love and respect that I have for him in my heart, and I feel like no matter what he does, I don't think that's gonna go away because like the image is like set or like fixed. And I always sort of realized that I pedestalize him, but it's just like him showing me. I remember once I was like chilling with him, and he showed me this piece of content that I had made, and he just said that it was like a simple outfit. Okay, I was like, I was young back then, and he said that it's just so simple, right? Like this, in terms of styling, like it's just a basic color combination. I'm not getting anything out of it. And I thought that, okay, like this is constructive feedback. I'm learning something. But I feel like unknowingly, I've just put so much pressure onto myself to do more. And I don't think that's a bad thing, right? Like that helps me push myself more and create work that I'm actually proud of. But is it creating work that I am proud of, or what I think that he will be proud of, or that they will be proud of? That is such a funny realization now that I think about it. My heart feels heavy to say this. Another monster I feel like is probably one of my exes. Because I just never felt like good enough. Remember once we were doing a shoot and he was trying to take pictures of me, and he just covered my face with my hair, and that made me feel like, are you doing that because you think I'm ugly? Like, and like honestly, like I have never felt like that in the past before, because thanks to the world, like I've never needed to feel like that. But that was just like, that just made me so insecure about myself and how I look, and if he thinks I didn't look good enough. And also like your partner is the last person you want, like you want them to think. And he also once made a remark about like my nose, but I guess that just related to um me as a model. That made me really conscious as me as a model specifically, apart from the way I look. And who else has been a monster? For some reason I can think of a lot of people who've been champions, and I can't wait to talk about that. But who else has been a monster in my life? Sometimes, when my elders in my family, when they used to talk about my work, and about how like fleeting it is, or how like it's not something that you can carry on, like content creation for all your life, and I can't depend on it as a source of income. When I used to think about those things and about how like my growth is like very slow, and I don't know, that would really like make me question myself, what I'm doing, and just made me go in the way like the direction of like chasing numbers instead of following my heart. But I also wanted to follow my heart and create what I thought was art to impress the other people. That is so weird. Am I just creating shit to impress other people and to like gain their validation? Like what? But what do I actually want? Like that is crazy in a way. Um. Oh my god. Yeah. There was this one guy in my junior college who would make a lot of fun of me, and I just felt that I was not smart, and not smart to the point that I was like, I should be excluded because of how unsmart or how dumb I was, just because I didn't know enough about the world in terms of general knowledge, or if I because I didn't participate in like MUN or whatever. And I remember once, this is so unrelated, but I'd had a haircut, and he asked me 3 times if I'd had a haircut, and this was probably one of the worst haircuts of my life. Like I got bangs done, and I faced so much rejection after that because I just really wanted to get bangs done because of this girl that I was like, I really looked up to because I thought she was like the definition of cool and fun. Stop! Stop! Shh! Go away! Sorry, I didn't want to do that, but we have to like work to do. Yeah. So that girl, yeah, and he every time he asked me 3 times if I've had a haircut in the span of a week, and every time he would just like look at me after I would say yes, and he's like, looks good, in like the most sarcastic way ever, which would make me just feel like what have I done to myself. In terms of other like work, I remember there was also like this one guy when I'd gone for my first probably job interview ever, and I'd started working and applying very young. I was probably like 16, I guess, at this point. And I just made a CV and I traveled all the way to like the other part of town. And he just looked at my CV and he was like, "You call this a CV?" And like he was like, "You don't even know how to make a CV. You can't work for a magazine or some shit like that." Like I was applying for an intern's position, bitch, relax. So I just felt like, but what I, and also there was this, I also feel like I have also been my own monster so many times, because I remember like after that incident I came home crying, and then I cried a lot and I was like, this industry is not for me, fashion is not for me. And that happened to me with acting as well. I was auditioning once, and I was auditioning once and I just butchered because I had to improv, and improv for some reason is just so difficult. It was like my first audition where I had to improv with like other people in it. And it was just the most simplest thing ever, but I put so much pressure on myself to the point where I thought, you know what, I can't do this. I suck. I'm going to bomb. I went home, I started crying a lot. And yeah, like I just thought that I'm good for nothing, and like I'm never going to become an actor, I'm never going to become a star, my dreams are never going to come true because I butchered this one thing. It's so silly now that I think about it. But I think the first one is like the biggest one, and like the one that I guess affects me till now, where I still pedestalize him. Yeah. Select and write out one horror story. I remember two more stories. I remember that because I was always thinking that, I want to be a star and like a performer or whatever. And like my dad really wanted me to become an actor because that was his dream. So I used to learn dancing when I was a kid, and I was in the center performing, okay? And I was already very nervous because I was in the center, and I would just feel shy doing certain steps because I would feel like they're probably a little too sexual, and I just feel like weird doing it. And I performed on stage. It was like not in school, but like outside school, and my family had come to see it. And after we were done, when we were back home, I remember they were just like discussing my future and career opportunities. This was immediate, and she was like, obviously not a dancer. I was like, what does that mean? Like, that's so rude. Like, that made me feel like maybe I can't like dance. I just feel bad for baby Roo. Oh my god. And then um this also happened that when I was in fifth grade, I had a dance teacher that I really liked. I really looked up to her, and I was her favorite for a while. Like I think she love bombed me, low-key, because she used to like whichever guy she would pair me up with in dance, she would tell him that you're so lucky she's your dance partner, and she would just pamper me and give me so much love because she thought I was really cute or whatever, which I'm sure I was as a kid and whatever. But in fifth grade, we had to do Bharatnatyam, and all the other people in my the dance batch used to train for Bharatnatyam outside school as well, and I wasn't trained, so I could not get all the gestures and everything proper. And she hit me like that is unacceptable behavior. But she hit me in front of everybody, and I think it happened a few times, and I was just so scared of like going back to it, and then I just quit dancing, and then I just went to dramatics. I can't believe I've never thought about it like that. Oh my god. I mean, I know shit happens with everyone, but like, yeah. So I think that really like shook my confidence in a lot of ways. Yeah. And sometimes I feel like um, I feel like it's really reduced though. Like my parents have become really supportive as well. But you know, like whenever, like my mom, till like today, she, if given an option, she would ask me to pick a career that is a little more secure, and she thinks I should like style other people, and that makes me feel like she doesn't think that I deserve to be in front of the camera, and that makes me feel like insecure. Like it makes me feel bad that she does not have faith in my success, and I don't know where she's coming from, if she even thinks like that. Maybe I'm projecting my insecurity onto her. But it just, I feel like sometimes when people believe in you, especially the people around you, it's so much easier to believe in yourself and to push yourself forward and to go all in. And when these doubts creep up, you can use that as fuel too. Like I don't want to like blame anybody. And I'm sure she's, in her mind, she's looking out for the best for me, or she thinks that because styling is my biggest strength, I should focus on that. But for me, it's always been like, I don't want to style other people. Like I want to be the one on billboards, I want to be the one on magazine covers, I want to be the one who is in front of the camera killing it, not the one who's working behind the scenes. Not like it's not okay, but that's just always been my dream, that kind of recognition and fame and success, you know. So it would just make me feel like not good enough. And yeah, and sometimes I feel like if my dad, like, you know, um like I feel like he hasn't in a while now, but before he would ask me like that I'm hardly earning any money, and like if you know, he would like tell me, not that he wants my money either, like, but I just feel like negative reinforcement just does not work with me. I hate it so much. Like just use positive reinforcement, guys. Okay, the next task is, you know what, I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to write a letter to the guy that I pedestalize, and I'm going to send it to myself, and I'm going to speak in my defense about why I'm right and why he needs to have some. If he can't be, oh my god, I'm gonna do this shit because I need to de-pedestalize him. I can't believe I've never done this. This shit is actually helpful. Now I want to talk about some champions of my creative self. I have this friend in the creative space called Kunal. I feel like him, Viraj, then Samrid, Prabhang, I feel like these were the people who first supported me when I had just released my brand and I had launched it. And they were like my first customers, and they did not have to buy it, right? Like, I mean, I'm not saying that my product was shit, but I was literally like, they didn't even know me, but they paid like 4K, 4.2K for like a pair of cargos. And I don't know, I just feel like them supporting me like that just touches my heart so much. And like I'll never forget that, you know. Yeah, and like the way Kunal always hypes me up and supports me whatever I do, like even my friend Jeet for that matter. And I had this boss that I used to, another boss, okay, and Shirmai, she runs Polite Society, and I was doing content for them. And I just remember feeling that I felt so good working for her. I don't know if it's because she's female, she was like closer to my age, that I could like sync, you know, like I could understand her. But I remember recently they had like their store launch, and I think she was a little drunk. I don't know if she would have said this sober, but she just told me that I still haven't found anybody who understands my vision like you do. And that just felt so good, like that kind of validation from like a mentor or somebody that you used to work for. I felt so validated in like my talents and my creativity. I almost have like tears in my eyes. But like all these people who always supported me, like I'm actually very grateful for y'all. And also like my followers, you know, like when people send me like things like that I'm creating and they fuck with it, I actually really like that because um, I don't know, it just feels validated to be appreciated by another artist or another creative person that you look up to. It makes you feel like you can do more, you know, you're capable of it. So I've definitely had a lot of champions. Even my sister Muskan, like sometimes when I'm down, and like Ash, like my best friend, I feel like she's my like biggest cheerleader and champion ever. Like never in my life has she made me feel like unattractive or ugly or not good enough, like not even once. And like I'm just honestly so blessed to have her in my life. Like yeah, like I wish everybody could have their own Ash. Like that's how blessed I am. Like that's what, God bless her. Yeah. Okay, I have to do two activities that I'll discuss in the end. But now, if I had five other lives to lead, what would you do? Okay. So if I had five other lives, I've always thought that, of course, like I would be an actor. I would give acting a better, a fair shot. One of the reasons why I haven't pursued acting is that properly is because I hate auditioning. I hate the fucking rejection. It's like you have to audition for 40, 50 things and then like you don't close anything. So, and also like the characters and the scripts that I get never interest me. Like I know I can't be picky, but like the cinema that I've grown up watching, like I've seen all these like Hollywood movies and shit, or like Bollywood rom-coms, and the things that I always like get auditions for is usually like, I don't know, just like action or like period, like drama type of shit, and based in like very small towns, and it's just things that I can't relate to, or like characters that I'm not drawn to, and so I don't end up auditioning it. Another thing that I would do is that I'd probably be a therapist. I don't know if I could handle like the mental taxation, because there's so much energy drainage as well to listen to somebody deepest traumas and then give them advice. That's why I feel like I can channel whatever I want to say to the world through like this, so I don't have to listen to them, because I am also so sensitive, so I don't know how much I can take in without getting influenced and without absorbing that energy, you know. So need to create space around that for sure. And what else would I be? I've written a dancer. To be honest, I would love to be like a pop star. Like I always keep thinking that what if I can sing? Like I like my voice, but I don't know if I can sing, you know, but like auto tune, right? And is it too late? Like are these things that you have to start too early? I think that's a negative belief right there. That's like a subconscious blockage. There is nothing like too early or too late. And look at the way the body language has shifted. I love that. But yeah, I think I would like to be a performer. I think any sort of like creative field. Um, yeah. Would I like to run a cafe? Probably not. Like I'd like to own it so that I could go daily and my food is free. But I don't know if I would like to run it. Like I don't want to make coffee for people. That does not give me joy. I feel like the love language that I least like to give or do for others is acts of service. Um, that is like the hardest for me, to physically show up in ways where I have to do something for you, and that happens naturally only for the people that I truly love. But otherwise it feels like damn forceful to me. My first reflex is always like, do I have to do this? I don't want to do this. Like that's what. Yeah. What else would I want to be? I've said I would also, I think, like to be a director, like explore that more, because oh my god, I forgot to say, my Pearl Academy, my teachers were my biggest mentors and my biggest supporters and cheerleaders, because the way they have encouraged and made me confident about my ideation and creative skills. It's sad that I let it just go, like all my belief in myself just like fade because of a few other people that I met later. But they instill so much of like self belief and faith in my creativity, in my achievements, and that I'm capable of doing anything I want. I still feel like they might be talking to their, you know, like their kids that they teach and referencing me like I'm a star kid. Like I just know it because I feel like I'm such a teacher's pet. Like where is that coming from? It probably comes from being like the first child, because like I've always like needed my father's validation so much that like it's literally like asking him for everything and like stemming into like my teachers and everything. But yeah, hmm. So director, actor, a dancer slash singer, like both. You know, like I'd be a pop star, so I'd be dancing on the stage too, not just like singing, right? But not like a dancer. Otherwise, I wouldn't want to be like just a dancer. I'd want to be like the star dancer. What is my obsession with being a star? and like a therapist. One, two, three, four. I feel like shit. I can't believe there's nothing else that I would rather do than all these things. I would really like to own like a business, and everything else I'm already doing, like content creation, wanting to be like a podcast person. A lot of times I really feel like the need to run my own business, like a fashion brand. Like I would love that because I feel like I just have the best taste. Like I don't know anybody who has better taste than me. And I know taste is so subjective, like there is no right or wrong, so how can that be better or worse? But that's just like how I feel about my fashion and my style. Some of the affirmations or blurs that I feel like have come up when I do affirmations is sometimes relating to money, about how much I can earn, because I've just always been made to feel or chosen to feel that I'm not smart enough to earn X amount of money. But my dad's always said that it's not about how much you understand and know about money or how intelligent you are. Everybody has their own way of. I love my. I love it. Like honestly, I'm just so grateful, like for my family and how grounded in love I feel, and it just touch her. Thank you so much, God. Like I don't know what's happening to me, but yeah. So yeah, I've always felt like, do I have it in me to earn a crore amount? Can I, like, am I capable enough to earn it? You know, so like that's where some of the negative beliefs come in my head. And crore are even like lesser numbers, like I'm not making that much money yet. But that's what I'm talking about. And like, um, if I am good at communication, you know, if I can talk to anybody, that's been something that's been really important to me. And I've always felt like, um, if I can be friends with anybody, you know, if I can instantly make somebody like me, I feel like I do have that in a way, because like my reality right now is that I have so many friends, and I have friends who are so different from each other. I don't mind it because I don't judge them, and I know how to, like, it's not even like I'm changing for everybody. I feel like I am me more or less. Like, you know how layers, like the more you know me, the more you'll know like the deepest layer of me. But I'm comfortable with most people, different types of people too. So yeah. Um, Another thing is that I would like to cultivate, and like a blockage is like to be a little more funny. Like I like to be a little more entertaining like that. Just for myself, because when I roast people, I actually like really get a kick out of it. Like I love doing that. It makes me very happy. Even if it's like my cousins, like I don't care. It's fun. Like the banter. What else is a blockage? That I am a successful creator, that I'm going to be on the cover of Vogue, that I am going to travel the world, I'm going to be sitting front row. But I feel like these things I've said to myself so many times that I think it is a possibility. But when I see somebody else closer to it, only then I question myself and doubt my potential and my progress. That just because they're closer, like how does that make a difference? True, 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 true. So true. Okay. Okay. So the two things that I have to do now is that I need to think of a happy piece of encouragement that somebody has written me. And it's crazy because I usually end up saving those messages, or like I start it or something so that I can read it, you know. And obviously in my life, I've had like multiple people do that, because if you have monsters, you have cheerleaders too. Like everybody's there to like teach you when you need it. And I just want to get to a place where like the good and the bad, the praise and the diss, none of that gets to me. I'm so grounded, and nobody's absence or presence can disturb my inner peace. Yeah. I need to take my artist for a walk. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to walk for 20 minutes. Yes. And I also have to write a defense letter to. Is that it? Yeah. And I'm going to do that to de-pedestalize that person, and I'll update you in my next Artist Way Week 2 how it went. I don't think I'm going to edit this as long as the audio is fine. Thank you so much for watching it. If you're still watching it, I don't know. I hope this inspires, and I'm taking you along, being extra vulnerable to doing this series, because I am truly in that space where I am dying to understand what do I bring to the table creatively as an artist, what is my point of view, like Rick Rubin says. And I just want to develop and harness that so much that all the outside noise gets shut off, because I'm so stimulated externally, and just doing this made me feel really good because I wasn't checking my phone, even though I see the irony in that. Okay, thank you, love you.